Turn it up, yeah. Turn it up, yeah. Turn it up, yeah. Turn it up, yeah. Come on, turn it up, yeah. Turn it up, yeah. Yeah, turn it up for education. Knowledge is the separation. Preaching goes, we gotta make it, never giving, gotta take it. Spread your mind, don't forget the basics. It's your time, never waste it. You can be what you want, man, don't let it tell you nothing. Work hard, believe in something. Yeah, we gon' turn it up, yeah. 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 Yeah, we gon' turn it up, yeah. We gon' turn it up, yeah. We gon' turn it up, yeah. We gon' turn it up.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to our worldwide listeners. Thank you for tuning in to Turn It Up Live on WDAP Radio. My name is MichaelAnthony, and I'm going to be your host for the day. And I am here with the lovely Miss Diana Henderson. How are you doing this afternoon?
Well, I'm doing wonderful, Mr. MichaelAnthony, and I want to say thank you so much for having me back on your program.
Absolutely.
Once again, Turn It Up.
It's my
honor.
And
this is a great time because I have at some point I'm hoping that we can bring him on to this program. The Western New York Hero has been in existence for some years. Okay. And as I indicated before to you in our engagement of discussion, that some people don't know that Western New York Hero is in existence. It is, they do a lot of work. It's located in Williamsville, New York.
Okay.
Right here in the heart of the city. And I want you to know that Western New York Heroes have a lot of their programs go for the veterans and their families.
Okay.
Now, last year, I can tell you this, that there was a banquet, an annual red and white and blue engagement that they have every year. Okay. And they raised over $360,000.
Wow.
Which went into the programs.
Okay.
Of the Western Union, not in the pocket of the CEO, Chris.
Okay.
But it went into the programs of Heroes Bridge, Operation Boots, of the Pursuit for Heroes,
okay.
Little Heroes, Adopt a Veteran Family, Operations Backpack Program, the William E. Cramp Junior Scholarship Program, Operations Automotive Program. All of this money that's attained, it's a grant program, and you know what? That's just a little tip of the iceberg.
Wow. Because,
you know, with iceberg, you can see the tip.
Yes.
But it goes down deep.
Absolutely.
I mean, when I say it goes down deep, it goes at ground zero, you know, when you can't really touch it.
Yeah, yeah.
Stuff that's not perhaps reported because they give of their self.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they give of their self because the vision goes deep. And Chris has been engaged. The whole office has been engaged.
Okay.
For an example, the Western New York office held this first veteran female retreat a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
Paid for by this Inc., Western New York Heroes. Free for women, 91 from various places, various armed forces that came together.
That is awesome.
And it was awesome. And here you go. You have women from across different states coming together. It was a powerful movement to see a restoration, to see healing, to see tears and just come together in relationship as sisters, binding together.
That's powerful.
Like we were on the combat field.
I got you.
You know.
Wow.
And so Lynn, who is the assistant director, put this together with a group of women who gather together once a month. Mm-hmm. We invite women from across the board to come together so we can share and bring speakers in so that these women can continue with their healing process.
Wow.
You know.
Just a question for you. When you say healing, what exactly do you mean?
Well, you know what? They deal with the PTSD, sexual trauma. There's so many issues that have been embedded not just the women experience, but down through the years, you have men who have also encountered some serious issues in the armed forces. But they are now being addressed. Okay. Years ago when I was in, it was like, this didn't happen to you. You're going through this experience. So just sweep it under the rug and keep it moving. You are in the United States Army.
Wow.
Well, I want you to know, when I think about those issues, I bring it to the table. I'm bringing it to the table now. Let's confront these issues.
Wow. So is there a difference in the community service that, let's say, just the average person would, the services that we would get in our, as a citizen or as a person in our community? Is there a difference between our services and the services that the vets would receive?
Well, there is a difference. I mean, you have your independent health care and some of these other issues, but VA hospital and some of the other services are there for veterans who really need assistance, medical assistance, whatever it may be. They are there at the forefront.
Okay.
Legal assistance and health care assistance. So those things are in place for our veterans across the board.
Okay. So this thing is growing in Western New York.
Oh, it is growing. It's growing. When I came to Western New York back in 1980, I was going to say 1975. That's when I went to the military in 1975.
Okay.
But when I came to Buffalo in 1980, I didn't realize that some of those services were there. And so I went without because I didn't know.
Okay.
But now the services, they're really making those services more aware throughout the communities. There's many programs in the community now that the vets can go to.
Okay. How did these services impact you? Did they impact you in any kind of way?
Well,
how did you benefit from them?
Well, I did benefit from them because I remember when I first came to Buffalo, I had to deal with, and I don't mean to say this derogatory, some things it is what it is, cysts. And so I had a breast cyst removed. Okay. And so I didn't know how it was going to happen, but VA was right there. It had some other issues. They were right there on the forefront.
Okay.
So I'm very thankful and was blessed that they were there to meet my needs. And so this is what I'm saying about the Western New York Hero. Chris has been on the forefront for many, many years.
Okay.
And it takes a team, just like when you're in a combat field, and to accomplish your mission, we are on the mission field here.
Gotcha.
Across Western New York. It's not just for Buffalo, New York. We're talking about Rochester, and it extends beyond that. The services that I talked about.
Right.
If you're a veteran, we are there. We are family. The songwriter said, we are family.
Yeah, I feel
all my brothers, sisters,
absolutely.
and me, we are family.
Okay.
And this is what we try to do, reach out.
Okay.
And we want them to know that we are housed at 8205 Main Street, Suite 1, Williamsville, New York. And that number is 716-630-5020. And I am telling you, if you are a veteran and you have needs, I'm going to say I am challenging this Western New York area to get a hold to Western New York Heroes. You don't have to ask for Chris. His plate is full and running over. The whole office. There's someone there who will direct you, not just direct you, guide you to the right person.
Right, okay.
Whatever that need may be.
Okay.
Because we are boots on the ground, and we go out to various places.
Gotcha.
And try to make sure that our family, the veteran family, those who are living, those who are deceased and have family, that their needs are met.
Another question. Do you have any idea what is the population of veterans that are here in Western New York?
I'm sorry. I wish I knew the stats. Had some stats. See, it was Chris supposed to bring all this on, but nevertheless, I don't have that stats with me.
Okay, I just thought I'd ask.
But I can tell you what, it's pretty huge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So now, as as we move forward in the state that our country is in, what part does a veteran play in this at all? in any capacity. What message would you say as a veteran yourself? What would you say as a message that you would want our listeners to get as pertains to you being a veteran and you serve this country with all your heart, your mind, and your soul? This certainly should be a lot more impactful to you than it would be for the average citizen, because you fought for this country.
Yes.
You served this country in a different capacity to protect us. So, what would you say to people like myself who have never been in the military? How can we support what you do?
Well, I tell you, one of the things, I'm going to say this, Mr. Michael, someone had asked me, would you do it over again? I would do it over again 1,000 times over. My heart, my mind, my spirit, when I went in, I had no idea what I was in for. I had no idea. I remember calling my Aunt Helen, my mother, and saying to her, I don't know what I got myself into, but I'm sticking this out.
Right.
I had a heart vision to protect our country. And if I told someone, more youthful again, I would go back in and finish the job. Because it takes a commitment, a heart commitment, not just a head, but it takes a heart commitment as a family joining together to protect our country.
Right.
And I think we need to gather around our veterans who are here across the board. Get a heart vision for them. See how we can empower them, empower our families, empower the youth, and just be involved at ground zero. And there are many programs out there. For an example, Western New York Heroes, who, I mean to tell you, they go over and beyond. I've seen it. They need more volunteers. They need people who are willing to go out there and to work at ground zero. For example, the Operation Boots, Little Heroes, Adopt a Veteran Family, Operation Backpack Program, and the Automotive Program, and it's just so, it goes on and on and on.
Wow.
And so not just your volunteers, monetary would be great.
Okay.
Last year at the gala, there was over 1,000 in attendance.
Wow.
That's coming up November the 8th from 5 to 10 at the Seneca Niagara Casino in Niagara Falls. And we are looking for sponsorship.
Okay.
This money goes into the pot of Western New York Heroes for our vets. And there's many, many things that they can do to get involved with that as well. I put that number out there. I will say it again. If you want to take an ad out, you can do that as well. We need, people to just jump on board. You can get a half-page ad for $250. If you just want to go higher, there's a full-page ad for the gala, $500. But we need a response. And our tickets are $125. Remind you, this goes into the pot for our veterans across the board, whatever the needs are. And so you can call in, we also have the auction donation, where people donate stuff for this auction. But we need immediate attention because this is coming upon us like right around the corner.
Wow.
And we want to reach out to as many as possible. Call that number, 716-630-5020. And this year, this is our 10th annual Red, White, and Blue Gala. And we need sponsors to be a part of this.
Wow. That is some very reliable and credible information that we all can use to support our veterans. I have another question for you, and one of the things on my radio show, I like to be real, and I like to ask questions that are going to impact our listeners, educate our listeners, and empower our listeners. So here's the question. Why isn't the needs of veterans just as important as someone that has cancer, someone that is struggling with any type of disease? Why isn't the individuals that will go out in the field and take a bullet to protect our democracy, to protect our women and children back home in the United States, why aren't they respected, in your opinion, and valued when they come back home? And it just seems like they're just not on the 1, 2, or 3 list of priorities.
They are not honored. They are not respected. They are not held in high regards. Here we are as warrior veterans, boots on the ground, and you don't have the right people in office to push this through.
Wow.
We need people with a hot passion to sense it, to see it, to feel it, to vision it, see the needs of our soldiers, those who have served, those who have died, those who are in the combat field today, who are in training, who are putting their lives at stake so that we can remain free.
Wow. Wow.
We need people to get a hot passion for it.
Absolutely, and I totally agree with you. Wow. So, Diana, thank you for coming on the radio show.
Yes, yes.
That was very impactful, and we really appreciate you as a veteran. We thank you for your service. And again, that gala that's coming up, can you just give us that information one more time?
Yes, the gala, the 10th annual Red, White, and Blue Gala will take place on November the 8th, 2019 at the Seneca Niagara Casino. If you want more information, you can call 716-630-5020, and that is the Western New York office, and tell them you're interested either in volunteer or being a sponsoring. If you want a table, if you want to sponsor a whole table, that's $1,800. If you want a 10, that's $125. And for our veterans, we do have a discount for them, those who would like to be. And if you want to volunteer just to be right there to help someone, whatever,
Absolutely.
take their coats, whatever, there's a need. So please call, please volunteer.
Absolutely.
And I thank you so much for all of you veterans out there who have served across the board. I say God bless you. And I don't just say thank you for your service, but thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your heart in serving so that men, women, children, boys, and girls across this United States of America, we can remain in the land of freedom.
Absolutely. And so we want to thank you for this opportunity again to serve our listeners out there. For more information, you can reach out to our social media, Facebook, Turn It Up Live, Instagram, and also we can be reached directly at 716-444-0836, or you can hit us at our website, www.turnitupproductions.com. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Turn it up, yeah. Come on, turn it up, yeah. Turn it up, yeah. Yeah, turn it up for education. Knowledge is the separation. Preacher goes, we gotta make it, never giving, gotta take it. Spread your mind, don't forget the basics. It's your time, never waste it. You can be what you want, man, don't let it tell you nothing. Work hard, believe in something. Yeah, we gon' turn it up, yeah. We gon' turn it up, yeah. We gon' turn it up, yeah. We gon' turn it up,